Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Middle of September. Well, actually past the middle of September, I guess. 2 weeks until the Paul Bunyan Show. So good evening, everyone. Glad you're all here. Glad you're tuning in. Let's, the cup matches the shirt tonight. Let's raise up those cups and put the week behind us with a big Team Woodhound cheers. Cheers, everyone. Oh, yes. I see Tim and Old Saws. You just flew by. Log Cabin Firewood, WD-30. D's Homestead. I'm going to scroll back. Club Dora, how are you doing? Larry and Robin, good evening. The Minnesota youngsters here. Willie's Firewood Logger Jason, holy crap. They are pouring in, ladies and gentlemen. They're pouring in. Glad you can tune in. If you are new here, and you don't be intimidated by that chat flying by, jump in there. Say hello. Let us know if you are new here. If you have any questions, throw a Q in front of it. That was moving fast. Jeremy Dirksen, Mr. Scheib is here. The Firewood Hut. How is it going? I want to see a contest between the Kinlet and the 17 VS. Well, I'll tell you one big advantage with the Kinlet. Hands off completely. And it is probably quite a bit faster, just in because you don't have to handle everything. Anyhow, Daniel Atkins, 22-year anniversary tomorrow. Well, we got to raise up the cups for that. Happy anniversary. Congratulations. Cheers. "22 years. All right. Mr. Gardner, how are you doing? Staying up late. Rick's Outdoors. Good evening. Log Cabin Firewood. Bunyan is going to be a blast this year. I will definitely bring pants. Are you referring to the fact that last year you were wearing your skirt most of the weekend? Yeah, I haven't even looked what the weather is forecasted to be like down there in Cambridge. But hopefully it's cooled off a little bit from, I think today down there in Ohio, it was like 88. It was hot. And it's been hot here all week. Like too hot for this time of the year. I mean, I'm ready for some cooler temps. I don't like this hot all day. Hey, Matt, Lily's Farm and Firewood, how are you doing? Ralph Carnegie, I am doing good. How are you? Up early, the mystery gardener. Back to Bob. How's it going? Good to see you. Checking in. Yadkin. Valley Outdoors. It was hot here in North Carolina. Yeah, it's Central California, 85. That's about what it was, I think, here. Yeah, it's just been hot, but at least it's cooling off in the evening and the afternoon, or yeah, evening and overnight it's cooling off. But man, during the day it gets hot. Carl Lewis, the man with the plan. I am about to go dump on. So, oh, and there's Todd's outside again. TOA. I'm going to be burning some slash tonight, and it's going to be a little smoky because number one, it was split last week, and number two, it got rained on twice this week. And the one day that it got rained on both in the morning and in the evening, it was a lot of rain. And I had it sitting in the sled, and the sled filled up with water, so the wood was all sitting, soaking in water. So it's not good. Jimbo 505. All right, let me throw one box of slash on here. Oh boy, we got coins coming down. Get those cups ready. Hang on. All right. Oh gosh. There are coins falling down. Michael D. I just saw your. Okay, I gotta find out who is doing this. Where are the? Okay, here we go. And since it is the first coins of the night, we bring out the ladies. So Mr. Scheib again. Back to Bob. Michael D. Thank you all very much, everyone. Gotta do a nice big toast to all of those coins. Cheers. Thank you very much. And yes, the tumbler is loaded up with some ice balls tonight. If you hear that banging around. All right. Now, once I do that. So, Mount Tammany Ridge, hello, good evening. I'm Circle B. MN Cliff, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. All right. I am going to go all the way down to the end of the chat. And there's another coin that just came down. So let's bring back the ladies for the log cabin firewood. Cheers. Coffee as usual for me, though. Almost a Philly for work. What is coming tomorrow, though? I think boiler. The boiler. I think it's the boiler's coming tomorrow. All right, Captain Jack. Well, thank you very much. Cheers. I still can't believe they told you to only dig those lines down 18 inches, 2 feet. Hopefully you don't have a big patch of, well, if you get snow, like a big patch of, just in your yard, there'll be like a strip of melted, where it's all melted. Although that insulated PEX stuff is usually pretty good. Hopefully it all works out. That is going to be interesting to see. For those of you who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, Log Cabin Firewood is getting an outdoor wood boiler put in, and he's got it all going on his channel. So check it out. Maple Ridge Acres is checking in from Ontario, Canada. Holy crap. How many... Be willing. How many totes of mini firewood have you made with the Kinlet 200? I have only run it one more time, and I did move it around, and I have to now. Tomorrow, I'm going to get things situated and do another run. But I also am going to change up a few things. Because I was just pushing it all into a tote is not the way to go. So I'll be talking about that in Sunday's video. Spoiler alert. Check it out. William Klein, Bob, I know the Kinlet Pro will do up to 11.5 inches. All right, we're going to just jump over here. We got another coin down from Feel Good Firewood. Let's fill the cup and raise your cup and empty it. Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, the Kinlet Pro will do up to 11.5 inches. Jared installs boilers. What about in the state of Maryland? I don't know what is the frost line the same everywhere? Probably. Oh my goodness. We're getting coins all over the place. WD-30. Any guesses on how many 500 eyes leave the Paul Bunyan and show up on channels that are here? Ooh, I don't know. But thank you for the super chat, Will. Cheers. I don't know who's going to be looking for saws down there. Joe has got, he's got out the calculator. I calculated mini firewood. If you sell a cord of mini wood, that's $8,500 per cord. Yeah, that's about what I calculated as well. But that is the difference between gross and net. There's a little bit more that goes into it. So, but yeah, it's not bad. I have not sold a cord yet. Oh boy. The woodhounds are going crazy. The small woodlot, how are you doing? Tony Woods, good evening. Are you going to have... We were talking about this yesterday, actually, him and I. He isn't sure yet which end he, if he wants to load or if he wants to unload. So we'll see. Sam Squanch. How much do you think the Mini improved volume-wise? Do you mean with the Kinlet? How much you can make? How much more? It's compared to my old way with the hatchet. It's night and day. No comparison. I mean, we ran the other day in a minute and a half what would have taken me probably 2 to 3 hours. Like, it's serious. Serious production. Mystery Gardener. I don't know the name. Like, I look on their website, but I don't know which part of their address is the actual city. Because you guys over there do your addresses like really weird. You like put like the county, the town, the county, the city, the something and something. But I think it was like Warwick or something. Does that sound like a town in the UK? I don't know. But I replied to your comment with their address. Yes, Daniel Atkins. And don't forget, what about the taxes? You cannot forget about the taxes. Oh man, I gotta catch back up here. Good evening, John Lang, Shotlift Family Firewood. But yeah, and the thing is that, like, I'm not going to be running that. Like, I'm going to run it and then, like, take my time. Well, you'll see. Like, if you were running it, like, straight production mode, non-hobbyist mode. Holy crap, did we just spill coins already? I think we did. Yeah, if you were only running... If you were running full-on production mode... it's crazy how much that thing would make. Okay, I missed the coins coming down. James Benton, he has not put that together yet. He has not processed and calculated that out. He doesn't realize. So that'll be something that we'll be discussing. There'll be other stuff to do, though. All right, we're going to bring up everyone. Grab your cups. Back to Bob. Threw a coin in. And Marlon, my friend, Let the ladies swing. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Yes, indeed. Cheers. Thank you very much, Bob and Marlon. Jeff. Yes, I told you. Were you surprised? Because the first time I dealt with Hackberry, I was very surprised at how heavy it was. Yeah, it's a little stringy too. All right. Logger Jason, I'm going to get to your question, but I'm going to throw another box on because I've got. Well, if you want, but you saw how I did that one. Take that little one. All right. You got to kind of dump it quick. Just like that. Not too hard. All right. Here we go. Logger Jason, what is the future of firewood? Do you think in the next 5 to 10 years it will get smaller or stay at the 16-inch mark? Yes. I think it will do both. I know, like, I was looking up a lot of these new, what are the gasification stoves. And they do have like 14 and 16-inch fireboxes, but they recommended like 12 to 14-inch pieces of wood, like length. So I don't know. I think it will be. I think it's going to happen, but I think it'll be a slow transition. But I definitely believe it is especially for the new efficient stoves burning. Like, you want to have the smaller is actually better. William Klein, I noticed you had a 2x6 in the Kinlet 200. That is something I will be, talking about in the video. But so what was happening when we first started running it was because the knife, like, the paint on the knife was not wore off yet. So it was almost like, and the rounds or the cherry that we were splitting was kind of dry already. So the wood was actually like sticking on the knife. And then when the knife would pull it back, the next time it would come out, it would like twist. It would twist the piece because there was like a 2-inch gap behind the block of wood, or 1.5 inches. So that little space, once we filled that space in and the wood couldn't like turn or twist, it worked a lot better. I think once the paint wears off the knife, it'll split better. And I think if I was splitting not so seasoned and dried out chunks, that it might work better. But yes, the board was there as a spacer to prevent like twisting and turning of the wood. And the cherry was kind of knotty anyway, so it was twisting a lot. Okay. Rick's Outdoors. Will you start using a mesh bag to sell your wood in? A mesh bag. I do that right now at the stand, but not the stuff I ship. Are you ready for a game of Jenga with a tote of mini firewood? That would be a long game. That'd be a long time. Um, whew, I'm way behind, but I'm just scanning for cues. Scanning for the cues. How you doing around the yard? You're gonna have some fun stuff, I think, coming to your channel. Do you have any plans to purchase? I have possible plans. I'm not so worried about the non-PTO version actually, because you'll see what I ended up doing. It kind of works out nice to have the tractor kind of away from where I have it set up. Yeah, Todd's outside again. If the trend is things getting smaller, I guess he's in good shape. Yeah, you and WD-30, you're gonna be sitting good. Billy D, how much applewood do you see? This much. 0. I have never had a stick of apple in my wood yard. All right. Tony Woods, what is the measurements of your split sizes? So the Kinlet 200 can do 5.5 to 6.5, and then the Pro can do, I believe, 5.5 to 11.5. So the Kinlet 200 is 5.5 to 6.5. Dirt Road Landing, how have you been? Hello, good evening. And frickin' Jeep is here. The crazy, wild old man from Maryland. You got a lot of crazy people out there. Frickin' Jeep is getting ready to bring a big saw blade to the Bunyan show. He's got a booth up behind the grandstand, kind of on the hill. And be sure to stop by it when you go to Bunyan. Don Slate. Be interesting to see how long it takes green wood split with the Kinlet to dry. Depending on, with the size that I'm splitting, in the greenhouse, I had 2.5 weeks. It dropped like over 10%. So it's it doesn't take long, and it depends on the type of wood. Like the cherry that I split, man, that stuff dries really fast. The oak is a little different, but the cherry, whew, the cherry dries quick. The first gen farmer, Colleen's Farm Adventures, how you doing? How much is 75 dry ash firewood bundles worth in PA? Well, what does Scheib sell his for? I think 6 or 8 a piece. 8 depends. Are they bundles or are they bags? And if they are bags, are they saggy bags or full bags? Are they Scheib bags? I don't know. It depends on who you're selling to. If you're selling them like to a gas station, you're not going to get, as much as if you're selling them right out of the roadside stand or something. But it varies everywhere. Arnie, how are you doing? When are you going to Bentonville, Arkansas? Nowhere on the radar yet. Is the Kinlet 200 something that could be moved with a 4x4 side-by-side tractor? Well, it has pallet fork pockets on it. You could put it on. I mean, if you wanted to, you could mount it to some type of like pallet that you can move. I don't know. Moving it with a side-by-side might be tough. Mr. Gardner, I found them 150 miles away. Good evening, Nick Smith down there in South Carolina. Miller Stump and Firewood, how are you doing? Have them wrapped up and selling them at the grocery store. Yeah, so see, if you're selling them to the grocery store to resell, then you probably won't get as much. Shibe sells his for $8 for a 1.25 bag. Man, just when I think I'm ahead or caught up to the comments, a whole bunch fly by. Bill Irwin, how is it going? Northwest PA Firewood. Who else did I see fly by here? Franklin Outdoors. Good evening. Oh my goodness. The one and only Woodruff Woods is here, and he is here for the ladies. How are you doing? Good to see you. Nick Smith. Unfortunately, you can only make a coin fall from YouTube. So if you're watching on Facebook, unfortunately, you can't add a coin to the cup. It's only some like this one right here coming down. It's only triggered on YouTube with the super chat function. Minnesota youngster, I have not. But something interesting has happened concerning the roadside stand. Hang on, we have a coin just came and some coins got knocked out. Look at that one spinning. Holy crap. All right. So where was that? There it is. There it is. Michael D. Once again. Michael D dropped a coin, and then back to Bob. What are you doing? Cheers, guys. Have a great weekend, and hope to see a bunch of you at Bunyan. More product announcements next week at Wolf Ridge. Oh my goodness. Stay tuned, everyone. Thank you very much, Michael D, and back to Bob. Cheers. And that was the bottom of the hour. And I need to refill. Perfect timing. Yeah. Did you make your coins bigger? No. They're the same coins as they always been. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Minnesota youngster, Oh, and there's Rogala. How you doing? So I noticed my bundle sign that's on the tree is it used to always be nice and level is now tipped. And so I was like, what the heck? So I went down there to straighten it out. And I could not straighten it out because the side of it that is it's just mounted on the tree, but now the side of it hit the top of the stand. So the tree that the sign is on has tipped towards the stand. And so the tree is going to have to come down. Well, that was the plan anyway, but it might just end up coming down all on its own. Or the stand is actually holding the tree up. But I don't know. I've kind of I've been meaning to do that, but now I've kind of actually moved the roadside stand down to the, or it's on the back burner. I'll just say that. My focus is more on this stuff right here. Boop. Right here. Because I have also just found, well, I kind of knew, I mean, I knew that the little pieces could be used for certain things, but I wasn't aware of something until this past week that now I'm pursuing another angle. I got another angle I'm taking. Oh, Don Slate. That is something that I don't have any of them up here. But maybe next week I will do that. Because, yeah, they are. So, like, for instance, these splits right here that were done with the hatchet, these are a little bigger, just by a little bit. But the other thing that the Kinlet does is it has way more consistency. So like those things were all different shapes and sizes. And so there's a variation of sizes, but it's within a more of a consistent range, I guess, if that makes sense. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? We got to bring out the ladies for this. Mike Warren, holy crap. Boom, let's try Canadian coins. Whew. Thank you, Mike. Cheers. A different angle with your small wood. Old guy Firewood. How's it going? The best way to use Cottonwood and Willow. If you have a ditch that you need filled, put it all in it. At least the willow. Or have a big bonfire this winter. But the Cottonwood isn't too bad. I've sold Cottonwood many times before, and I actually burned for one winter, almost the whole winter, I was burning nothing but Cottonwood. Because I had 9 big trees in the front of our lot that they cut down. And yeah, I ended up burning that stuff one year. It makes a lot of ash. But yeah, if you got I would fill a ditch with the willow, or actually I'd put it all in a big pile, let it dry out from now, get a bigger tarp, put it on top of it to keep the snow out from the middle of the pile, and then like January or February, take the tarp off and just light it up. Have a big bonfire. It's not the size of the wood, it is how you throw it in the furnace. Oh, Woodruff Woods. Are you going to be at the Bunyan show? Are you making it down to Bunyan? We definitely need the insight like that. We need that around, especially for the Friday Night live stream, which is going to be at the Fairfield Inn. I'm not. Oh, you're not making it to Bunyan this year? Darn it. Well, yeah, that's. Maybe you can, just keep providing us that valuable insight. Will little man be running the news splitter, or did he lose his job? He did not lose his job. I don't know if he's going to be running things, but he's got a couple new, chores have come up now because of this. So he's still busy. He was back there actually today after school helping me with some stuff. So even though the swinging of the little hatchet is no longer needed, there's other things now that he can step up and start doing. Josh, hello in Virginia. Yeah, dump one on. Let's see. Dump that one on the top over there. Are you not? Do you feel comfortable doing it?
What is going to happen?
I don't know. Don't fall in. Oh, there we go. More slash.
You act like I need some professional training.
It's all in the wrist. You gotta like flip it over. Hello in Madison. Just down the road. 3.5 hours. Frickin' Jeep. What did he raises a good suggestion? What is that? Let's see. If it is a good suggestion, that there's a first time for everything. So let's see it. How about a twofer at the PB show? Thursday night live also. Oh, well. I don't know about that, because last year Thursday night was a little bit out of control with old guy Firewood. He was down there raising some hell and almost got us all kicked out. So but maybe we could do something. Dump another smoky slash pack in there. Yeah, this stuff, it's wet. It's green and wet. Well, it shouldn't really be that green, because it was standing dead oak, but it's just, rained on, and I know it's not quite the Pennsylvania fire, but the camera does not do justice. Wait a minute, actually, let me turn this. There. I gotta adjust that camera so you can see these flames when they get big. Someone told me you can have too much firewood. No, there's never enough. Never enough. Look at it. It'll burn. It just takes a little time. Burn that water off. When the heck did it rain here? What day is I down there in the driveway? No, yesterday, wasn't it? Wasn't it yesterday? Yesterday, yeah. Yesterday we had a monsoon in the morning. Like it was just coming down, and then in the afternoon as well. So yeah, it was just rained on yesterday. And look at it burn right now. What do you have that's green and wet? Old guy firewood. I have heard, I don't think, did we ever really get to the bottom of what went on last year, Thursday night at Bunyan? I think there's still conflicting stories out there of who really did what and what all happened. All I know is air quality alert has just been issued. Oh, I should be using the smokeless fire pit, but the concrete pavers are not smokeless. This is not a smokeless fire pit. What is Fern Hill Farm? Good evening, and I cannot ship out of state or out of country. I have had people inquire from Canada. I even have someone that wants me to ship it to Puerto Rico, which I think I could end up being able to do, but from everything that I've researched on it, it's just logistically a nightmare. So I am not going to pursue that. But yeah, Canada, unfortunately, I cannot ship to Canada. Not yet. All the good smell is in the smoke. Frank Robertson, thank you very much. I love your shows. Question, will you ever have any more shows of busting wood with a wedge and maul? Probably not. Unless there's a chance. There's always a chance. Maybe I'll get Amanda to swing an axe this winter. Gotta wait for the winter when the wood is frozen and it pops apart better. Cause yeah, I have just I don't have very good shoulders for swinging a maul. They've been separated and dislocated too many times. They have. But maybe this winter, like I said, we'll get Amanda with the Van Dusen. She likes to do it. I don't. If I break a couple rounds, that's good for me. Can you ship to New Zealand? I don't think so. That I have not.
I'd like to go there.
Yeah, I'd like to go there as well. But right now, not happening. Uh-oh. Is that piece down between the...
This is just right here.
Oh, yeah. Knock that back in. We don't want to start all a fire under the deck. Maybe you should dump that other box on.
I can't breathe.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Well, I just got a big cloud of smoke up the nose. You don't know what you're talking about.
I am not having a splitting contest. I am not that... my self-esteem is not that low that I have to try to prove anything.
Especially to your wife.
Yeah. I don't need to show that I'm a man by trying to get all fancy with the splitting
Or are you
contest.
scared that I might beat you?
Well, I know you would beat me. Jeremy Dirksen, did you fill that entire IBC tote with mini wood? About halfway. I didn't fill the whole thing up.
This wood feels wet.
Yeah, it is. That's what I was telling you. It got rained on yesterday. Uh-oh. Hang on. She may have just killed the fire.
Well, you told me to throw it on.
Listening to Shibe. Thanks a lot, Shibe. You just put the fire out.
You told me to put it on there.
We gotta get here.
I didn't kill it. It's coming back. Jeez. It's more important. Your wife and fire.
You gotta get some air on it. Too big of a dump. Yes. Adjust that brightness on your phone. Where can we see a video of your wrestler days? Oh, there is one out there. I think I have it. I think I posted it online or on YouTube. Leave me a comment on a video and I'll find the link and then I'll reply to your comment with the link. Troy, have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. What was yeah, the leaf blower unfortunately is all the way back in the wood yard. I was thinking about that because normally I have it right here, but it'll get going. It's starting to burn. Just gotta get gotta burn off the water and then the moisture inside. Logger Jason, I bought a conveyor from China this week. When it got here, it had a Briggs motor from Wisconsin on it. Oh, well, there you go. Jeff, was it not a hot summer? Oh, it was hot up here. We had a lot of rain in between the heat waves. Woodruff Woods, good seeing you here. Have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. Richard Titcomb is up late. All right. Hey, Ronald. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Frickin' Jeep, you need to put the link in your next video so we can all have a big, good laugh. Oh, you will not be laughing. You might be falling off your chair, but it won't be from laughter. You'll be the sheer amazement. And you'll be so impressed, you won't know what to think. I will dig it up though. I'll have to find it. I know I have it on there. I just don't know if I have it unlisted or if I have it. Oh no! Wait a minute. It was in a video. I think. I gotta think about this now. I know the one time I put some stuff in the middle of a video, but then I also posted it separately. But I might have posted it unlisted, so it's not visible. If that makes sense. Ooh. Could we have a viewing party at Bunyan? Of what? Live? You want to see it live? You want to experience it live in person? I don't know about that, but I do know it's time to raise up your cup. Because Circle B, MN here says, not done yet. Raise them up. Thank you very much, Cliff. Cheers. I will leave all wrestling demonstrations at Bunyan in the hands of Mr. Scheib. And he will perform them on anyone who wants them to be done to them. Jeremiah, how are you doing? Jared, did you install your boiler in your shed or did you buy the house with it there? We built the house and I poured the slab over there because there was an existing old foundation. And then I put the boiler on the slab, and then a year or two later, I built the shed around the boiler. So, yeah, the shed was the boiler for the first, I think, year or two was just out in the open. Oh, you want to see a viewing party of? Well, all I have is the highlight reel. But I'll have to find it. I don't remember where it is. Kevin Graham, have a good night. A monster cherry. Ooh. Have to drop a monster cherry tomorrow. That was the one thing about splitting up all of the cherry that we split the other day. Like the smell is just, it's crazy. And then we went from splitting the cherry, which was smelling just awesome, to splitting this oak that was not, it was bad. Oh, it just smelled funky. Timon, how are you doing? Are you getting ready? Are you ready for 2 weeks from now? Are you ready for Bunyan? How much? Not enough. The same as the amount of firewood. Never enough. Holy crap, frickin' Jeep. John, you are way past your bedtime then. If you got to be up that early, what are you still doing awake? Home, we got another coin coming down. Fern Hill Farm. Cheers to this awesome community. Thank you very much. And yes, cheers. I saw that short you put out the other day of those greenhouses, those prefab greenhouses. Man, that one for like $6,500 was looking very nice. They probably don't deliver to Wisconsin though. Probably cost me an extra $6,000 just to get it up here. Ladies and gentlemen, did I just see what I thought I saw? I did. He is here. The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, the saw surgeon is tuning in. How are you doing? I wonder if Woodhound Sr. is still on here. Because he will want to say hello to you, Mr. Saw Surgeon. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Hope everything going good. What the heck was that? Oh. I just... Uncle Den, when I watch you manhandle those logs in the yard, I half expect you to break out into a full wrestling match. Sometimes it does cross my mind, but then I realize that if I get too crazy, I won't be doing too much for the following week because I will be recovering and recuperating and resting my body. Yeah, freaking Jeep, you're not used to going to bed this early. Bert Custom Cuts is here. Holy moly's. York Firewood. Better late than never. No problem tuning in late. We are right at the top of the hour. So, still got a few minutes left. We got a little overtime coming up. And tonight, our special overtime guest is none other than back from her 130-mile hike through the Sierra Nevada mountains, the one and only amazing Amanda will join us here to go over and recap her adventures right now for overtime. I'm just kidding. I did put a little recap video that she put together out. But there'll be some more coming out on Facebook, though. Oh, yes. Well, Woodhound Sr. Yeah, next week is a big week. Middle of the week, hump day. Starting another another year around the sun. Look at Fern Hill Farm and Miller Stumps there throwing out. See, I mentioned that you were going to be coming over here, and out come the yoga pants emojis. Oh, and someone, Colleen's Farm Adventures, is asking if you've ever seen a Sasquatch. She has had encounters, but she hasn't seen him. She was in northern Minnesota, and she was hiking along this river, and something... Well, first, didn't you hear the knocks first?
No, they throw rocks.
Yeah, but then you heard the wood, right?
I heard tapping after they heard.
Yeah, so first... So she's hiking along this river, and something was throwing rocks into the water. Big rocks. And she thought it was some teenagers, but this was like miles and miles out in the bush. So then, after the rock throwing stopped, she was hearing the wood knocks.
Someone was running through the brush, the trees.
And I told her, you definitely came across Bigfoot. And then she didn't believe me. So she went on Facebook to this hiking group up there from the area, and she posted her story and asked if anybody else had experiences like this or what they thought it was, and everyone was like, Bigfoot. So yeah. It definitely, the rock throwing is a known tactic of the Sasquatch, and the like banging a branch on trees is another known tactic of Bigfoot. So she had both of them happen. So I don't know what else to make of it. Tree knocks. That's the big one. And the rocks. Throwing rocks. Yeah, look at that fire burning now. Where's is TOA? Todd's outside again in here. You're gonna have to adjust that screen brightness on your phone once more, because that fire is starting to rip. Goonie Goo Goo. Aunt Bunny. Aunt Bunny is coming to get you. Bigfoot Power Wash. I used to get calls to if I investigated sightings. Oh, you were probably busy. Probably busy. Oh. What the heck? How many boxes are left? Oh my gosh. 3 boxes of Slash left. Yeah, bears can't throw rocks. That is very true. What is interesting, you know how I put that great big wooden panel over the top of that wood pile, and then I got the other one covering the other stacks. So the other day, there was stuff that, like, something was just nailing that. Like, I thought, I wasn't sure what it was at first, and then I heard it a few more times, but the acorns are falling off the tree. When they hit that thing, it just sounds, it's really loud and kind of makes you jump when you hear it. But yeah, acorns falling, hitting that wood panel. Whoo-hoo. It was loud. It made me do a little double take. Thomas King. Oh, this is a story that I don't know if we have time for right now. I'll condense it down. Shifty was a nickname given to me in college by one of my roommates. Because I drove around a motorcycle, or I had a motorcycle. So he gave me the nickname Shifty, because we would always ride our motorcycles around. So yes, there was time for that story. The short story of it. Oh. The Kinlet Pro and the Kinlet 200 and Pro, a keeper in the woodyard. Yeah, you know, it just might end up being, I don't know about the Pro, because I don't know if, I don't know. But that 200 is impressing me more and more. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing some more production with it. I'm going to try to get caught up on everything that I have, like all the chunks that I've been saving. And then I have a couple smaller logs that I want to run actual rounds through it to see how that works compared to the like quarters or the halves. So I still got a little bit of experimentation to do with it, but it is it's nice. Very, like I said, it makes a lot in a short amount of time. Tim, down in Missouri, how are you doing? Yes, indeed, old guy Firewood. And the interesting thing about that is that you actually get the square splits from the X. So but it is, and it's the other really interesting thing is how, you know, each time that the knife goes back, the belt moves just a little bit, like it's all tied together. Just keeps plugging along. Good night, Logger Jason. Have a good weekend. But yeah, and the other interesting thing is that you kind of have to have, so like on the incoming, the infeed, you need rounds, or you need like wood to kind of keep the pressure against the pieces pushing them in. But then you also want to have like a pile of splits on the outfeed, kind of staying there to kind of keep everything, keep pressure on both ends. So it's because you don't want to like scoop out all of the splits from that chamber. You want to kind of like let them push out a little ways, and then it kind of keeps pressure on both ends, which is yeah. So and then that's the thing with the Kinlet Pro, is that you can adjust the split size. So like if you were doing 11.5 you have to put on a different belt, and the split chamber is different. So then if you wanted to go down to like 6.5, you have to take the belt off, put a new belt, put the other belt on, put the other split chamber in. So that's kind of why, like for my situation, I don't know if the Pro, I don't know. It would be interesting to see just how much of a process that is to switch out the belts and switch out the split chamber. So I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out at some point and see. All right. I think with that, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up because I, as well, have a busy day doing some. I got to do all kinds of. See, this is the thing, man. It's like I got to keep on top of my personal inventory. I got to keep on top of my roadside stand inventory, and now the mini firewood inventory. Whew.
Looks like you better hire me to do it.
Yeah, I need to start expanding the I don't know about the payroll, but the workforce. York firewood. I'm gonna stick with around the 5-inch split size because that is what I found is best for the tabletop fire pits. I might go well, and the other thing is that so I don't know if I've explained this before or not, but so the boxes that I ship in are 12 inches wide, but the inside of the box is at about 11 and a half, roughly. So I can't use 6-inch split sizes because then 2 rows won't fit in the box. So if I use around 5.25 inch length split sizes, that makes packaging easier, and it leaves a little gap in between the rows that I can put some of the smaller pieces in. So like it all came down to like determining the length to use all came down to the size of box that I'm shipping out of or shipping with. So that's why I can't go to 6-inch because 6-inch pieces won't fit in my 10 by 12 box. I mean, they would fit the other way, but then I thought when I used 6-inch pieces in the solo stove, they ended up always sticking out of the top. And so like around 5 inches seemed to be the best. Oh, and I forgot to mention next week, right here on Friday Night Live, we are going to, I think, potentially, possibly, maybe have a special guest join us. And it won't be the amazing Amanda. But there may be a special guest dialing in next week. I may give a hint during the week, and you may or may not see a hint from another channel out there on who it might be. We'll see how many people. We'll see the reach of if it's picked up at all. Because I think he's going to announce it on his channel sometime next week. So anyway, I will leave you with that little teaser. So come back next week because it's going to be, I think, a pretty good and very interesting conversation that we will be having. The small woodlot. Have a good weekend. Good night. And yes, I think with that, I am going to call it an evening here. So yes, next week at this time, I will be a year older. I doubt I will be any wiser, but we shall see. To be determined. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for being here, hanging out, kicking off the weekend. Thanks to all the moderators, and especially all of this stuff right here, the coins in the cup. Thanks for dropping them in there, everyone. Anyway, with that, we will sign off. Enjoy the rest of your evening. John, hope you can get to bed, getting up early. But enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Good night, y'all. Cheers.
Starting to calm down with the morning light.